Hey everyone, welcome to the Quick English Podcast. I'm Maya, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Leo.
What's up, English learners? Today we are tackling a topic that is technically silent, but speaks louder than words in 2026.
That's right, we are talking about emojis. Now, you might think, Maya, Leo, emojis aren't English, they're just little pictures.
But here's the thing. In the digital world, emojis are part of the English language. They're the punctuation, the tone, and sometimes even the grammar of how we talk online.
Exactly. If you want to sound natural and fluent in one-on-one chats or on social media, you have to understand the emoji language.
So, today, we're breaking down the secret meanings, the Gen Z slang flips, and how to use these icons to avoid sounding like a boring textbook. Let's get into it.
Leo, let's start with a scenario. I send you a message, I'm on my way. Just text, no period, no nothing.
Honestly, it feels a bit cold, like you're in a rush, or maybe you're annoyed that I'm waiting for you.
Now, what if I send, I'm on my way? Running woman.
Total difference. Now I see energy. I see that you're excited and literally running to get here.
This is what we call digital body language. In English, so much of our meaning comes from our voice and our face. Emojis are the glasses that help us see the tone.
I love that. For English learners, emojis are actually a safety net. If you're worried your English sounds too blunt or too formal, an emoji can soften the blow.
Exactly. Instead of just saying, send me the report, which sounds like a boss shouting, you can say, can you send the report? Smiley face.
But wait, Maya, there's a catch. Not all emojis mean what the dictionary says they mean.
This is where it gets tricky for non-native speakers. In 2026, the meaning of emojis has mutated.
Let's talk about the skull emoji. To a new learner, this means death, right? Maybe something scary.
Wrong. In 2026 slang, if I send you a skull, I'm not threatening you. I'm saying I'm dead, which means that joke was so funny that I am literally dead from laughing.
If you see a comment section full of skulls, it's a good thing. It means the content is hilarious.
And what about the loudly crying face?
Ah, the crying one. Most students use it for sadness, but online it's often used for extreme emotion. Like, this pizza is so good, crying, or I have so much homework, crying. It just means I'm overwhelmed.
We also have to talk about the upside down face. This is the king of sarcasm.
Oh, I use this one all the time. It's for when something is going wrong, but you're pretending to be okay. Like, my computer just crashed and I lost all my work, upside down face.
It says, I'm smiling on the outside, but I'm screaming on the inside. It's a very English way of being self-deprecating.
Now, Maya, we can't just use skull and crying in an email to our boss, can we?
Definitely not. There is a hierarchy of emojis in English.
Let's look at the thumbs up. In a professional setting like Slack or Microsoft Teams, this is the most common emoji. It means got it, understood, or I agree.
But be careful with Gen Z. To younger English speakers, a single thumbs up can sometimes feel passive-aggressive. It feels like you're saying K, period.
Whistle. That's a deep dive. For work, I usually recommend the check mark or the clapping hands for celebration. They're safer and less likely to be misread.
And if you want to show your thinking, use the thinking face. It's perfect for saying, let me get back to you on that, without typing a long sentence.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about where to put them. Does it matter?
Actually, yes. Most English speakers treat emojis like punctuation. We put them at the end of the sentence.
If you put an emoji in the middle of a sentence, like, I am pizza hungry, it can actually slow down the reader. It's better to say, I'm so hungry, pizza.
Also, the rule of 3. If you really like something, you don't just use one emoji, you use 3. That's amazing! Fire, fire, fire! It adds emphasis, almost like a super exclamation point.
And remember the emoji-only reply. Sometimes you don't even need words. If someone sends a photo of their new dog, you can just send heart, dog, sparkles. In English, that is a complete sentence that says, I love your dog, it is so cute and precious.
Leo, in English, we call that context clues. You don't need a dictionary. You just look at the sentence around the icon. If someone says, I just finished my exam, and adds a party popper or sparkles, you know it's a celebration.
So it's like a puzzle. I also noticed that in 2026, people are using the boring or yawning face when they talk about old-fashioned grammar books.
Exactly, because English is alive, it's moving. If you only study from books, you'll sound like a robot, but if you use emojis, you sound like a friend. It bridges the gap between being a student and being a speaker.
I think that's the most important part. Emojis give you confidence. Even if your spelling is a little bit off, the right emoji shows your heart and your intent. It makes the conversation feel safe.
Perfectly said, Rio. It's all about building that human connection through a digital screen.
And don't forget, as AI becomes more common in our chats, emojis are the one thing that proves there's a real human behind the keyboard.
That is such a good point. An AI might write a perfect sentence, but it's the weird, specific way humans use emojis that shows our true personality.
Exactly. It's like your digital fingerprint. Your favorite combination of icons tells a story about who you are and how you see the world.
So, for our listeners, don't just copy everyone else. Find the emojis that feel like you and start using them in your English conversations.
It's the best way to practice without the fear of making a mistake. Because in the world of emojis, there are no wrong answers, only new ways to connect.
I'm definitely feeling more connected already. I think I'm ready to go send some skull emojis to my friends now.
That is a huge time saver for learners. If you don't know the perfect English word to say I agree or that's cool, you can just react with an emoji.
It's the ultimate safe move. If you're in a group chat and the English is moving too fast, a simple heart or a thumbs up reaction shows you're present without the pressure of typing.
But what about when you accidentally send the wrong emoji? I once sent a laughing emoji to a friend who was telling me about their broken leg.
Oh no, Leo. That is the classic emoji fail. In English-speaking culture, if you do that, we usually say, "my bad," or "wrong emoji," followed by the correct one.
It was so embarrassing. I felt like my English level dropped to 0 in that second.
Don't feel bad. Even native speakers do it. It's actually a great icebreaker. You can laugh at yourself, and it makes the conversation more human.
That's true. It led to a 5-minute conversation about how small the buttons are on my new phone.
See? A mistake became a speaking opportunity. That's the quick English spirit.
We also see people using emojis to replace entire nouns now, like let's grab pizza instead of let's grab pizza.
Yes, it's called rebus writing. It's a fun way to test your vocabulary. If you see a plane and a beach, you know your friend is talking about a vacation.
It's like a mini game inside your messages. It makes learning feel less like a chore and more like a puzzle.
And what about the sparkles? I see them everywhere in 2026.
The sparkles are used for emphasis. If you put them around a word like sparkles, stunning, it makes the word feel more intense or even a bit sarcastic.
It's all about adding that extra layer of meaning that you just can't get from a standard dictionary.
I've even seen people use the eyes emoji to say I'm watching or this is interesting.
Or even give me the gossip. If someone says you won't believe what happened, you just reply with eyes.
It's so efficient. It saves so much typing time.
But remember, listeners, don't overdo it. If your message is 90% emojis and 10% English, people might get confused.
Good point. It's like a garnish, like salt on food. A little bit makes it better, but too much ruins the dish.
Great analogy, Leo.
I try. I also noticed that older generations use emojis differently than Gen Z.
Oh, definitely. My mom uses the laughter emoji for everything, even when it's not that funny.
While the younger crowd has moved on to the skull or loudly crying face.
It's a constant evolution. If you want to stay current with your English, you have to watch how the internet talks.
It's a full-time job just keeping up.
But that's why we're here. We do the research so you don't have to.
Exactly. We're your emoji to English translators.
So don't be afraid to experiment. Use a fire emoji when you see something cool, or a mind-blown emoji when you learn a new grammar rule.
It makes the journey more colorful. Literally.
I think we've covered a lot of ground today. My phone is probably vibrating with 50 new emojis as we speak.
Better go check those. You don't want to miss out on the latest slang.
No way. I need to stay fluent.
For our quick English listeners, remember, English is a tool for connection. Whether you use big words or small icons, the goal is to be understood.
Don't be afraid of the skull or the upside-down face. Embrace the digital body language.
Start small. Use the smiling face or thinking face in your next English chat. Watch how people respond.
And if someone sends you a skull, don't call the police, just laugh along with them.
That's all for today's episode of Quick English Podcast.
Keep practicing and stay fluent.